You know what I like to do on a rainy night like this? I like to go grab a box of Scooby snacks, get into my bed, get comfy, relax, turn on TV, and watch some Scooby Doo mysteries. Watch some wacky mysteries featuring Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby Dooby Doo. So, Velma, the new animated series on HBO Max, decided to debut today, and my first, opinion of it was like, I knew it was gonna be edgy. I was like, okay, maybe the edginess is like how brutal the murders are. Maybe that's one of the cool things about it, and it's gonna be enjoyable for us to watch. It's gonna be a new take on beloved classics. So my curiosity took over. So before I went into watching the first episode, I watched the trailer, and the trailer, well, it made me lose my curiosity slowly but surely. Let's just say the trailer itself is a telling sign of just where they're going with this series. For example, in the trailer, Shaggy asks Velma if she knows what 420 means. And she responds by saying it's code for adults who watch cartoons. And that right there is them insulting their core demographic. Why in the world would you insult your core demographic right off the bat? Like, why? Do you think kids are going to be watching this? Oh no, they're going for this type of edginess. They're trying to insult the audience, and I'm just like, oh no. Automatically, the trailer left me very pessimistic about it. It left me very pessimistic about starting this series. So, I don't know if HBO Max wrote the synopsis or it was just some random user on Twitter. I do not know. I think based off what the Twitter users are saying, this is the actual synopsis of the series, and let's just go through it very quickly. It's wild automatically, just the synopsis, so let's just go through it. At Crystal Cove High School, okay, I'm pretty sure, if I know my Scooby-Doo lore, isn't the high school they attend Coolsville High? What is Crystal Cove High School? Is that like some other part of Scooby-Doo lore that I don't know of? Maybe they're trying something different. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I just find that a little weird already. But let's just continue because it gets much more wilder. Daphne, played by Constance Wu, terrific actress, is a popular mean girl orphan who deals drugs because of a dark family secret. Okay, so they got the popularity right. The issue is that she's an orphan who doesn't have a rich family and deals drugs. Like this, just reading this is just like mind blowing. Like what in the how did Daphne become a drug dealer all of a sudden? Like why are you going into this type of stuff? Like what are you doing? Like what? Let's continue on. Her boyfriend Fred. Okay, well at least they're in a relationship. That's kind of part of Scooby-Doo lore. Glenn Howerton, good actor, personifies mediocre white richness. Okay. His mansion holds a dark secret, so he's rich, yeah, like you said. And he has a teeny little private, a subject of much comfort. You're basically saying Fred has a small penis. Or, dick, or, whatever word you want to use. I don't know what YouTube allows and stuff like that anymore. But so you're saying he has a tiny little private part. Like, why is that supposed to be a thing for Fred? Are you trying to insult him? Why? I don't get it. Why? Shaggy has become Norval. That's fine. That's Shaggy's actual first name. Sam Richardson, great casting. School newspaper striver, friend-zoned by his beloved Velma. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, Shaggy, there has been hints that Shaggy may like Velma in certain adaptations of Scooby-Doo. So, that's perfectly fine. He worries he's a beta male. Oh. Why? I don't. Why would you want to? Like I said, that last line makes me feel like I don't think this is like an actual synopsis by HBO Max or this is some Twitter user, but still, it's still wild of a synopsis written. Just it doesn't matter who it is written by. It's still a wild ass synopsis, right? So after reading that synopsis, I went ahead and watched the first episode, and it started off with, well, how do I put this? Because it's weird because you're basically watching a shower scene of high schoolers, specifically Daphne being naked and um for like 2 minutes, and they're fighting and they're not wearing clothes. They're basically being covered by bubbles. You know, that old anime trope thing. Why? Why are we watching? Why was this allowed? Like, I don't understand. Like, who approved this? Why are you trying to make it like Big Mouth? It makes no sense whatsoever. Moving on from that, we actually see the first murder, and you know, that's the type of edginess that I thought it was going to be. You literally have, spoiler alert, you literally have a character who's missing a brain. Like, the top of their head is sliced up, and you see that there's no brain there. And, you know, that's not censored. It's uncensored, and you can actually see that. So, just like, okay, that's the type of edginess I thought the series was going to be. Fred is a racist, because why not? And he also cuts off a guy's leg. To be fair, he tries to defend Velma, but, like, he calls her Mexican, even though I believe the nationality they're going with Velma here is like Indian, like from India. And it's just like, I guess they're going forward towards that, you know, that rich guy, that jock guy that, you know, feels like everyone's less than him. So he just confuses people, and he claims it's an illness that he can't see or understand people with lower status. So it's just, but it's still just like, wow, holy cow. Fred even claims that the person who died in this episode, he says that if Daphne becomes too clingy, she was going to be an option B to him. And I'm just like, what the? Holy crap. Like, I get it. Fred is a pompous asshole. Comes off extremely cringe. I'm sorry. It just really does. Shaggy probably is not the worst because, granted, he doesn't like drugs, which I'm assuming is just going to slowly develop into him liking drugs like weed and stuff to get into the actual character that he was in the original series. And but he's a simp. He's a big simp for Velma. He leaves a bunch of DMs. He leaves a bunch of voicemails. And Velma doesn't want anything to do with him. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he tries to sell his kidney to impress her, which is just like, oh my goodness. Shaggy. Simping is fine, but not at that level. Like, God, my guy. No goes worth selling off your kidney, all right? It's just wild what they're doing with some of these characters and their new characteristics. That's I think one of the core reasons why people love the original Scooby-Doo series, is because the characters were enjoyable. Granted, it was also the mysteries. I think the mysteries played more part than the characters, but the characters helped. The characters helped us like the series. So it just beyond weird. The only good thing I can say about the series, not the series, but the first episode, is that, hey, they didn't hold back. They went ahead and decided that Velma and Daphne would actually kiss, have some sort of romance involved, and that's what a lot of people have been clamoring for years. I don't mind it. It's pretty cool, and that's awesome. They kiss, they make out. Hey, yay! Just the rest of the series, just the rest of the episode is just such a cringe fest. It's not good. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. It's the new Velma series. It's going to be an interesting ride. We'll see what happens. And as they always say, controversy creates cash. So we'll see. But that's what I want to talk about. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And hopefully the series gets better. But if not, I don't know if even season 2 will be greenlit. But we'll see. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.